welcome back to part 4 of episode 88, The List.
That does not miss.
And let's get out. Yes, I'll see it. Okay, gather around, little children. Sit down on the floor right in front of us. We're going to tell you a story from our top rope reality storybook of the booking interview style takeover NXT. Last week it was Joe versus Neville. This week, Survivor Series.
After Joe defeats Neville, Commissioner Regal gathers Balor. There he is, Balor. Tommy, Colin Cassidy, Enzo Amore, and Tyler Breeze in his office, and says that he has a surprise match for them where if their team wins, the survivors all have main roster slots open to them. They comply, and the Survivor Series match is a barn burner, which sees Cassidy and Amore eliminate Sandow and Axel. Tyler Breeze eliminates Baron Corbin.
Wow!
Finn Balor as the Demon eliminates Samoa Joe. But Cesaro is your sole survivor, taking out both Finn Balor and Hideo Itami. The next week on NXT, Cesaro challenges William Regal to a match because he wants his job. He wants his job because he says he is so good that he needs a new challenge. Regal says that he's retired and instead sends out Apollo Crews to accept the challenge. Crews loses.
Wow, I did not see that coming.
But is impressive in doing so. It doesn't matter how impressive you are, you lost your guys. You lost your commissioner's job.
You were laying on your back looking up at the lights.
He gains the respect of the NXT crowd. However, Cesaro is now your NXT commissioner. With 2 chapters to go. What will happen next week? The name of the chapter is titled The WrestleMania Tournament.
We love tournaments.
We do. Vince McMahon does not. Well, we do. So with 2 chapters left to go, what will happen as we start to wind down the storybook of the NWO style takeover of NXT? It's getting very, very interesting.
It is.
You don't want to miss it. You do not want to miss it.
Close up your little books, put them away.
That's right. Put them away. Don't jump ahead.
Till next week, episode 89, which should be very interesting.
Ooh, we're going to finish on episode 90.
We're going to finish on 90.
Ooh, I like it.
Up next are 50 matches every WWE fan must see, number 30 through number 21. Number 30 was The Undertaker versus Mankind, Hell in a Cell match, King of the Ring, 1998.
That's when Mankind fell through it, fell over the top of it, knocked a tooth out, knocked a shoe off, something. It's crazy.
If it got knocked off of Mick Foley, it got knocked off Mick Foley.
That's true. Number 29 is Tanaka taking on Mike Awesome in Heatwave 1998.
Number 28 is Team Hell No and Ryback versus The Shield, TLC. Match TLC 2012.
Number 27, you have Randy Savage taking on Ricky Steamboat. That should be way more closer to 1.
Definitely should be. That's a shock.
What's wrong with you people?
That's a shock.
We did not make this list, and we are upset. Because that's the Intercontinental Championship match at WrestleMania.
The greatest, one of the greatest Intercontinental
matches. They say it is still to this day considered the greatest match of WrestleMania history. Why is it number 27?
That is very weird. Number 26 is Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio, Cruiserweight Championship, Mask versus Title match, Halloween Havoc, 1997.
Very good. Number 25, The Undertaker versus Triple H in a no-holds-barred match at WrestleMania
27.
That's the one I went to, I think.
No, that's the one I went to.
That's the one you went to.
Yes,
because I went to the one where they were in the Hell in a Cell against each other. The next year, yes.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
They went back to back.
They did
with Shawn back to back and the Hunter back to back.
Exactly. Easy peasy for Undertaker 4 years in a row.
Yeah. Up next, number 24 was Sting Squadron versus the Dangerous Alliance War Games Wrestle War 1992. I love War Games.
Did you know that when they interviewed people backstage about Sting going to the Hall of Fame, they talked to the Dudley Boys, and they also talked to Dustin Rhodes, Mr. Goldust, and he said, Sting Squadron versus the Dangerous Alliance War Games 1992. He said still goes down to this day as one of his favorite matches he was ever involved in.
Wow.
How cool is that?
That is cool.
They let him bring up War Games. Huh.
Well, maybe Hunter's okay with it, Vince.
That's right. Number 23 is Chris Jericho taking on Shawn Michaels for the World Heavyweight Championship match. in a ladder match for No Mercy 2008. They always had great matches. Always.
Up next was number 22 is Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig versus Bret the Hitman Hart Intercontinental Championship match, SummerSlam 1991.
Number 21, The Undertaker taking on The Rock, taking on Kurt Angle for the WWE Championship in a triple threat match, Vengeance 2002.
And that is it for the 50 matches so far.
So next week we go to 20...
From 20 to 11.
To 11.
And we'll also finish that up on episode
Oh,
90.
we're winding everything down to bring you all new things.
But this next thing will not end on episode 90 as we are to
we'll be at number 4.
the number 6 guy who was fired and didn't see it coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about Billy Gunn, the most...
Ass Man.
Yes. Yeah, we went over his lyrics in part 3 last time, right?
Yes, and next week, I forget we've got to say that. Next week in
dear.
part 3, we're going to go over the lyrics of Rob Conway because...
You got to do it the Conway.
Yes.
So just look at it, you know?
It's a sight to see.
It is. The most recent WWE firing is another that came completely out of the blue. Though Billy Gunn has only his own stupidity to blame for the way this one panned out. After returning to the company in 2012, the former DX member took on a backstage role as a trainer and agent, later reuniting with Road Dogg to reform the New Age Outlaws and win the tag team titles in a nostalgic yet surprisingly fun stint. Since then, he'd become a key part of NXT, appearing in both Tough Enough and Breaking Ground. On the side, though, Gunn was competing in powerlifting tournaments, and it was one of those in July that ended up being banned from the sport. Wait. Yeah. It was one of those tournaments that happened in July that ended up banning him from the sport for 4 years due to testing positive for elevated levels of testosterone as a result of taking performance-enhancing drugs. A big no-no for WWE talent. How they found out isn't clear.
Drug test.
But Gunn managed to keep this a secret until recently, and it's obviously since been decided that they needed to let him go. You have to believe that Triple H probably fought in his old friend's corner, but had this information go out independently, it would have been a PR disaster for the company and damaging to the reputation of NXT. Whether he could return to the WWE somewhere down the line remains to be seen, but with him already taking bookings on the independent circuit, chances are that it won't be for a long while. Yes, somehow the stuff in July was kept a secret.
Yeah, which isn't good.
But it's very interesting how it kept a secret. And that's the part I'm confused about that WWE found out about it. Because, yes, it was drug testing on the powerlifting competition's part that figured out about the testosterone. But how did it leak over to the WWE? That's what I want to know.
It could have been one, you know, we got a powerlifting thing, you're going to go to it, and you're going to perform in it, and he might have told him that he can't, or kind of wonder, like, oh, you go to all of them, and then all of a sudden you quit going to them. No, it's not his ways.
It's very interesting.
Or they gave him a drug test and he failed it. Like,
Right.
That's not good.
And next we have the PWI Top 500 Spotlight at number 78. It simply says Cage. But it is Brian Cage and not, he is not, I repeat, the Dick Togo award-winning Brian Cage.
No, there's a different...
There's a different Brian Cage that is spelled C-A-I-G-E because simply he just can't spell. This one is spelled Cage. C-A-G-E. Ladies and gentlemen, he is 6 foot tall, 242 pounds.
Yes.
He is jacked and he is stacked. And he was in development on WWE.
And he's 10 years in.
Yes, and last year, not even listed.
Didn't he make the 500?
He's in the top 100 after being not listed the year before.
That's pretty good. But I guess being on the...
Because he rampaged through Lucha Underground for 5 months.
That's what kind of helped him.
Brutalizing Lucha Underground champion Prince Puma and manager Conan in the lead-up to his first title match. Suffered his first Lucha Underground loss to Puma. His momentum went utterly cold when he lost to the Mac twice. And he could... I wonder if they just decided to quit pushing. That's weird.
That's kind of weird. I don't know.
Competes in other California indies as Brian Cage.
That's very weird. I mean, but...
So if they quit pushing him, he may drop down in numbers.
I'm going to say he's going to drop down. That was nothing to to 78, I think he goes backwards this next time.
Because if they don't start pushing him again for season 2, then it wouldn't make any sense to put him at a better number. Because you go from dominating everyone to getting a title match, losing to him in your first loss, and then losing twice to the Mac, whoever the Mac is.
And it's not Teddy Long.
It is not coming to get Mac on.
Yes.
Coming to get
it on.
Coming to get it on. That's it. The Mac Militant.
Yeah, coming to get on.
So very, very interesting. So I just wonder. But our prediction is he will go to a lesser number.
Yes, I'm gonna say he's going to be in the 200s next time.
Would not surprise me.
Would not surprise me either.
But next week on number 89, we talk more ringside news. We already told you that on 89 we will go over what we saw, what happened at the Winter Warriors tour in Atlanta, GA for Ring of Honor.
Baby!
And we will also go over Royal Rumble before it happens.
Yep.
So we will.
While we'll film it, it's probably be starting up pre-show.
But we will, as much information as we have, we will go over more predictions if they have more matches.
I believe this Monday will be more matches being announced.
Absolutely. So,
pay-per-view review. We will do 13, 14, 15. Knock them out of the box.
That's right. So I guess we'll do our prediction because it says, we'll see. Royal Rumble 15. You mean 16.
16, yep.
Yes. So we'll do the last 3 on part 2.
Yes.
And then in the first part, we will go over this year's Raw.
That's when we may talk about part 3.
We may talk
with Rob Conway's lyrics.
Yes, because that is.
He's a sight to see.
There you go.
Just look at him.
Just look at me. Exactly. Top Rope Rally story time. We will be one step closer. We will be on
one more chapter
one
left.
more chapter left after this one. So episode 90 will be the final chapter in the story time. And then 50 matches every WWE fan must watch 20-11 as we have one step closer, finally ending the 50 matches.
Which I'm still the shocking Randy Savage. Steamboat was very high. I'm very
27. That is weird. Plus, we continue with number 5. We're halfway through on the 10 shocking WWE Superstar firings that no one saw coming. Plus, Hall of Fame, we're bringing it back.
It's going to come back.
Who should, might be, or not at all.
Oh, I know.
It's like this person, most definitely, this person, probably not, and this person, definitely not. Never. We will talk about all 3 of those, and much.
Whatever else comes up, you never know what happens in a week.
We may have another Hall of Fame member.
We may have a new United States champion.
That's true. That's true. Kalisto might get it back again.
Yeah.
You just never know. So we will talk to you more next week as we go over what happens for Royal Rumble, or our predictions, and our good Royal Rumble weekend.
Yes.
Our Ring of Honor / Royal Rumble weekend.
Big Oshano. We
got
Ring of Honor on Saturday. We got Royal Rumble on Sunday. We got Top Rope Rally on Sunday. Wow, it's going to be a huge weekend.
Huge weekend.
So I want to thank everyone for watching this week, and come on back next week for number 89. I'm Mike Hogan.
And I'm Justin Kyler.
We'll see you very soon from Top Rope Reality.